Hello, Sherman students. It's Mrs. Vickers. I teach first grade. As most of you should know, I am your mystery reader for today. So we're going to go ahead and get started right where Miss Megan left off last time. We should be on page 14. It is the chapter called Cheap Junk for Less. And I actually have my own guest reader coming over with me. This is my daughter, Auburn. Auburn, you want to say hi?
Hi.
She's going to be listening in and showing us that at any age you can be a reader as well. So she'll be joining us for our book. All right, we're on page 14. The next day, we went to the harbor. So Jerrykins, promise you'll come with me. You are not going to let me sail off all on my own, insisted Thea. Don't call me Jerrykins, I cried. The name is Geronimo. Here's one thing you should know about my sister. When she gets an idea in her head, it sticks, like a mouse in a glue trap. Before I knew it, I had promised to go with her on her ridiculous treasure hunting trip. And as every respectable mouse knows, a rodent's promise is nothing to joke about. Chewy cheese bits, shouted Thea, breaking into a dance. Then Thea showed me a boat belonging to an old retired sea captain. It was the color of cheddar, extra sharp, my favorite. The ship's name seemed to be a good sign, too. Lucky Lady. My sister stared at the ship. Then she winked at me. You know, 2 sailors are really not enough for this boat, she said. Do you know who else could come with us? Trap. He says he's an expert sailor. My memories of my cousin Trap, Stilton, also known as Pushy Paws, were not very good. When he was young, he was a real nightmare. Trap, I sputtered. But Thea, don't you remember when he tied my tail up in a knot? I had to wear the same pants for a week. And what about the time he dyed my whiskers with that purple grape juice? But as I said, when my sister gets an idea in her head, there's no stopping her. Minutes later, we stood in front of Trap's thrift shop. Cheap junk for less. The store window was dusty and full of odd stuff. An old, yellowed photograph, a fake crystal that was supposed to ward off cats, a box of silver whisker curlers, a super-powered fun dryer. We went in as the door opened. It triggered a bunch of small brass bells hanging from the ceiling. Inside, a plumpish mouse with short paws and a pencil tucked behind his ear sat with his feet up on a comfy reclining chair. He wore baggy blue pants and a pair of bright red suspenders. It was Trap. He leaped up and scurried towards us with surprising speed. Well, I'll be a mouse's uncle, he shouted, crushing my paws in his. Long time no see. You 2 are always together, huh? Like cream and cheese. So what's up? Want to buy something? Let me tell you right up front, no discounts. Not even to relatives. Cash only, he shouted in our ears. Is there somewhere quiet we can talk? Asked Thea. Trap led us into a library filled with books on every subject. Cats, cheese, cats who eat cheese, and the mice who love them. The air smelled musty, as if the windows hadn't been opened since Christopher Columbus discovered Mouse Island. All of a sudden, we heard a horrifying sound. Meow! Thea and I leaped up in the air. Cat! We shrieked together. Trap rolled around on the floor in a fit of laughter. Ha ha ha, he sputtered. That's no cat, it's just a tape recording. It comes on automatically as soon as someone enters the library. Pretty cute, don't you think? Adorable, squeaked Thea, rolling her eyes. Well, it does keep cat burglars away, and slimy sewer rats, too, smirked Trap. I wonder if I could take out a patent on it, he added. I could just hear the wheels turning in his tiny mouse-sized brain. I could make a bundle, he mumbled, his eyes shining. Then he turned back to us. So anyway, what are you two looking for? I don't have much time to shoot the cheese. I'm a very busy mouse, you know, he added with pride, puffing up his fur. Trap listened to Thea's plans with half-closed eyes, but I could tell he was interested because his tail started to twitch when she mentioned the emerald eye. Okay, I'll join you, he agreed. But anyone who dares to lay a paw on my part of the treasure is a dead rat. We toasted to a successful trip, and twisting our tails together, we squeaked, "To our trip! Friends together, mice forever!" All right, that is where we're going to leave off for today. So you will have a new mystery reader tomorrow reading that next chapter to you. Thank you so much for joining us today and letting me be your mystery reader. We will see you again tomorrow. You say bye?
Bye.